Naaman was the commander of the Syrian army. He was a brave warrior and led his men to win many victories. His king considered him a great man. During one of their wars with Israel, he captured a young girl and brought her back to be a servant for his wife. In time, Naaman realized he had leprosy, a crippling disease of the skin. The young slave girl said, "I wish my master could go to Israel. They have a prophet who's able to heal people, even those with leprosy." Naaman told this to the king. Immediately, the king made preparations to send Naaman to the king of Israel. He sent gifts of gold, silver, and fine clothes, along with a letter saying, "I'm sending my servant Naaman so you can cure him of leprosy." The king of Israel was shocked when he read the letter. He ripped his clothes and yelled, "Who does he think I am? I'm not God. I can't cure people of leprosy. He's trying to start a war with me." Elisha heard about this and sent a message to the king. "Why are you ripping your clothes? Send the man to me so he'll know there's a prophet in Israel." So Naaman and his men rode to the prophet's house and stood outside. Elisha sent his servant Gehazi out with this message: "Go down to the Jordan River and wash 7 times. After you're done, you'll be healed of leprosy." Naaman couldn't believe what he was hearing. He became furious and stormed away. He said, "A true prophet would come out and stand in front of me. He'd pray to the Lord and wave his hand over my skin. If I thought washing in a river would help, I'd bathe in one of the beautiful rivers of Syria. Not a dirty river like the Jordan." His servant said to him, "My father, if the prophet had asked you to do something hard, you would have done it. But he told you to do something easy, wash and be clean." So Naaman went to the Jordan River and dipped into it 7 times. Suddenly his skin was healed, just as the prophet said it would be. After Naaman was healed at the Jordan River, he and his men went back to the prophet's house and stood before him. Naaman said, "Today I've learned, and now know, that there's no God on earth except the God of Israel. Please accept my humble gift." Elisha said, "As sure as God lives, I won't take a gift from you." Naaman insisted, but the prophet still refused. Then the commander said, "Please let me have as much dirt as 2 mules can carry. I'll no longer worship any other god. Instead, I'll kneel on this dirt from Israel and worship the Lord God." He then asked for something else. "When my king goes into the temple of his God, I'm required to go with him because I'm his commander. While I'm there, I have to kneel down in front of the idol. I ask that the Lord will forgive me for doing this." Elisha said, "Go home in peace and don't worry about that situation." Shortly after Naaman left, Gehazi started thinking, "My master let this Syrian off too easy. He should have paid something. I'll go catch up with him and ask for a gift for myself." So Gehazi went after the Syrian commander. Soon Naaman saw him coming and stopped his chariot. He got off and greeted the servant. "Is everything all right?" Gehazi said, "Oh yes, everything is fine. My master just found out that he's having 2 young guests staying with us tonight. They're from the school of the prophets. He was wondering if you would like to help with the expenses. Possibly 75 pounds of silver and a couple of sets of clothes." "Certainly. Here, I'll give you 150 pounds of silver in 2 bags as well as 2 sets of clothes." The commander gave all of this to a couple of his men so they could carry it back for the servant. Gehazi had the men take the silver and clothes to his own house. Once everything was put away, he sent the men away. He then went and stood next to his master. Elisha said, "Gehazi, where did you go?" "I didn't go anywhere." Elisha said, "Oh, my dear friend, my spirit was there when Naaman stopped his chariot and stepped down to greet you. It wasn't your place to accept money, clothes, olive trees, vineyards, animals, or slaves. Therefore, Naaman's leprosy is now attaching itself to your skin." With that, Gehazi turned and left the house. He looked down at his arms, and they were already white with leprosy.